My name is Dr. Damian Denham-Shabazz. I am the Program Administrator for Adult Education in DeKalb County School District, and we are here today to work with the Ethiopian Community Center of Atlanta to set up an integrated English language and civics education program to support the Ethiopian community with acquiring English language to better be able to support their students, as well as get a better understanding of how the society works here in the United States on their quest or pathway for citizenship.
Hi, my name is Zeni Brahanu. I am here as a community liaison to discuss this wonderful opportunity for our community, which we really need. English is very key for everything we do in the United States, and this is a great opportunity for our community to get that skill and be able to be a great communicator.
My name is Yekete Bogada. I'm here today just for the English as a second language education. They're going to start DeKalb County helping us and to grow the community. So the doctor, she is here, so I came to introduce and just to gather the people for this program.
So about how long do you think it will take for you to vet these candidates? What's the time frame
I
that you
believe
need?
it would take me, if I'm going to communicate with them today, and then I believe some of them are working, so depending on who responds,
Okay.
but I will say give us like between maybe 1 to 2 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought you were going to say a week.
And we want to get
Well,
it
that
done.
works, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let me pull up a calendar. So today is the 6th. So let's say we'll check in next Wednesday.
Okay.
So that will give us Thursday, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday. Give you all Thursday, Friday, and Monday, and Tuesday of next
Sure.
week. So about 5 to 7 days.
Okay. And total candidates that could be part of it is 25.
So
correct?
25, and that's again on the high
Yes,
level.
on the high level.
Yes.
So, okay, gotcha.
And I will
What would be the low level?
know English. Like if it was low, I would say no more than 10.
Okay. Just so we know that.
Because they would need a little bit more intensive support.
Yes.
And so also included with the ESL classes are the civics education classes.
Okay.
So they would have ESL classes 2 days a week and
Okay.
civic education classes 2 days a week.
Okay. That question I wanted to do was, what if some of them are already citizens?
They don't have to participate in that.
Okay.
We'll just support those individuals who are not citizens.
Are not citizens,
And even
okay.
if they are, they may want to take advantage of, just getting a deeper understanding or
Okay.
just a refreshed understanding of politics and
Yes.
civic engagement here in the United
Awesome.
States. So
Okay.
they don't necessarily have to not be citizens.
Okay.
Because we don't offer the citizenship exam.
Yes.
So it really is open to individuals who want to, acquire the
that.
civics education.
So if some of them, if I know all of them want English as a second language learning, so if some of them don't get in the civics, would we be able to open that to other people? Oh, okay, just to go through civics.
Yes, and
Okay.
so everyone would need to still go
Yeah,
through the
still
same
through the
process.
process.
And so if you would push them to the link to fill it out so we can just kind of have a working list of
Okay.
interested applicants or interested
Okay.
candidates, and then we can know what we need to do in terms of scheduling.
Gotcha.
You sent me the names of 2 individuals.
Yes.
So I am in the process, and we were just cleared to begin vetting
Okay.
or the hiring process.
Yes.
So I am going to reach out to them either this week or next week.
Wonderful.
Just to kind of, have some conversations,
Yes.
doing an interview with them, and then move forward with next steps with HR.
That's great, because one of them specifically, she was calling me like,
Oh,
I don't
Okay.
know, so.
Okay.
Yes, I will give her heads up.
That's exciting.
Awesome.
Okay, so I will follow up with those candidates,
Okay.
and then I will say this: the hiring process is going to be what determines when we can start.
Yes.
Because That tends to
Okay.
take some time.
Okay.
And it's okay, but we hopefully will kind of have a fast track
Yes.
opportunity to kind of be able to go ahead and move forward as quickly as possible.
Okay.
So I did discuss with the district that our goal to start the program was actually September 1st, August 31st,
Yeah,
September 1st. So that gives us a couple of weeks. So what I'll actually do is Thursday, Friday, I'll actually try to work on scheduling the interviews with the candidates, or even try to get them in to speak with me either Thursday or Friday.
Okay.
And that'll give us a little bit of room, hopefully.
Yes.
With the start, and I say September 1st, we have Labor Day, so that would actually probably be September the 2nd or 3rd.
Okay.
Now, when I say start, so there are a couple of other pieces that we need to put in place. Anyone who participates or signs up for the program, they have to be pre-tested. So
Okay.
there is an assessment, it's called CASAS, C-A-S-A,
Okay.
CASAS, C-A-S-A-S.
Okay.
And CASAS is the English language exam for individuals who are in integrated education literacy programs.
Okay.
And there's a pre-test or a pre-assessment that they take, which allows us to track their progress, to establish a baseline,
Yes.
to track their progress throughout the program. So we would need to work on scheduling orientation,
Okay.
scheduling pre-testing,
Okay.
and then from pre-testing we can go ahead and identify class schedules for those students.
Okay.
So when I say start date, start means when we're actually start with orientation.
Oh, okay.
We start with pre-testing. That would not be the first day of class.
Okay, thank
But
you.
we'll be actively, no.
Because I was like,
Yes.
we cannot do all this.
Yes, so we'll be able to actively
Okay.
start processing the students and start establishing the framework for the
Oh,
program.
nice. Okay.
So the other question is space.
Yes.
So I did take the ask to the
Okay.
district, and because we have buildings that we can use,
Okay.
it would have to be housed in another building.
I got you.
So my question, I said I would bring this back to you all. Would you prefer to have the classes here, or would want to schedule them at another location?
I think having it here is gonna be
Convenient.
good. Yes.
Okay. So with that being said, we need to
Yes.
talk about space.
Okay.
Because we did go look at the main space
Yes.
here, and I know this room would not be big,
Yeah,
it wouldn't be
for-
conducive
yes.
for 15 students, even if we're looking at the minimum amount. The only concern is that we could not host more than one class at one time because of the echo in
Yes.
that space.
Yes.
And we want the students to be able to hear, because the English language acquisition is, listening is important.
Yes.
So, we would probably house only one class at a time there,
Okay.
and it kind of seems like it needs to be, and I don't know, we need to look at how many students are considered low level, because that's what the assessment would determine,
Yes.
how many are high level, and then that would help us to break out the classes. Another thing, let me take a look here, and I don't think I included this in the survey, was the time of day. I did not. So we need to know what time is best, whether it's morning or evening.
So that was their key question too, is what time is it? When is it? Because all of them will be working.
Yes.
And I believe like with work schedule, and if most of them are working for the school system,
So that means they're
then
working in
it
the
will
daytime.
be probably better in the afternoon. yeah.
Okay.
And we can put that out when we ask them.
Okay.
It's like, what would be your, better time? So we can ask, when we're vetting, what time is best.
So I think I made you a collaborator on this spreadsheet. If I did not, I'm going to, because I think I did share this with you.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and reshare it again and make you a collaborator. And so what that means is, don't send the link out to anyone else. So if there's
Okay.
anyone else that you want to sign up, just add their name to this list,
Okay.
and I'll add another column for date, for time preference.
Okay.
And then we can continue to build out
Perfect.
data in this
It's
one
in this
particular
one,
space.
gotcha.
So I'll work on sharing
Okay.
that with you.
Okay. In the event space, what we can do is we have this divider that we were able to use to kind of have better sound quality. We only have one though, so I don't know if you'll be able to see if it's, you know, they have dividers that we can actually create.
So I know they don't. They don't
Okay.
have. They don't have any. The district doesn't. I do know
Okay.
that. And
Because
so
the last time we got it from the district, the one that rolls, and it's so convenient because it's very easy to navigate and, you know.
So, but I think you all would need one on a more permanent basis because their classes all the time.
Yeah.
Versus, I know you had it for, you all used it for the event with Dr. Og, or did you use it for something else?
This is, we still have it. Like it was, we were able to utilize it for the duration of the year.
Oh,
So
okay.
we still have it.
Okay,
So
okay.
if we have something similar like that, and I could maybe take a picture or I can show you.
Okay, so and the one you're saying that you received came from DeKalb County
Yes,
schools.
yes.
Oh, well, yeah, show me that,
So
and if they have
if we
something
can have
else.
that, it's so great because we can really manipulate the space. And then we can put carpets underneath
To
and
absorb
that
the
will
sound.
be much better.
Okay, so let's try that, because I want to make sure that we are creating an environment where it's conducive to learning.
Yes.
Right, because if you
yes.
have English language happening here
I
and then
know.
civics happening here and
Yeah.
it's
It's
color,
too
it's
much,
a
yeah,
lot,
yeah.
but let's try it out
I'll
and
show
see.
you what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So the rollers, I call it rollers dividers.
And that's good that they were able to provide that for you,
Yes.
because that's
For
why I
the-
said,
for
no,
the
they don't
kids,
have,
yeah.
that doesn't happen often, but I will take a look at them and then see what we can
Okay.
come up with.
Okay. And then you mentioned computers.
Right, so I did speak with the district. I shared with them that we were starting a program, establishing a program here, and a part of reports that we have to provide to the superintendent is what support we may need from the district. And I did mention that we would probably need technology.
Yes.
And so I haven't heard back. And
Okay.
so what I will do, I will reach back out. We may have some technology that we can
Okay.
use,
Okay.
but it would have to be checked out. So basically,
Yeah.
it couldn't stay here
Yes.
because we use it for other students in the program.
Okay.
So I can check there also, but I'll follow up with the district.
Okay, and also I will show you what computers we might have. I think we have a few, and then we have this.
Prometheus smart board,
Yeah.
smart TV.
Yeah.
Okay, and it looks like it has the connections that you can just connect your computer or not, maybe not. So you need. So how do you all use that?
Well, I haven't been
Okay, so you'll need the
engaged in how they set up, but I know that we've used it. There might be a piece that we might need, but that one we can find
Okay.
who sets it up, but we do have one of this.
And so different devices require different connections. So we typically provide the staff members who work the program with the
Okay.
device.
Okay.
And so we'll just need to see what connections we need.
Okay. And will students be using paper, right? And okay, because they're more comfortable with
Writing,
the
organic.
traditional way.
Right. Yes, so that we offer a number of ways to support. So they would have the computer if they
Okay.
need it. Paper, pencil, we typically use that
Yeah.
the most anyway,
Okay.
because it kind of helps the students engage with the material.
Okay.
But I want to make sure that we have access to some devices.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I will share with you, it's locked up. So I will ask the person, regarding the device that we have used for the kids previously.
Okay.
That if it's something that we could use for.
Okay, and you all have Wi-Fi, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So So when I check in with you on the 13th, and we can do a Zoom
Okay.
meeting, that way we can then determine the next steps for scheduling an orientation.
Awesome.
August 13.
No, Zoom.
And then from there, we will kind of know what we need to do next in terms of, because when I schedule the registration and orientation, I'll know to schedule a time for assessments.
Okay.
So do any of your, would it be possible for the participants to come to the district office? It's right around the corner? Because it may be
Oh, yes.
easier.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No problem with that.
Just in terms of having devices set up.
Yes. The testing will probably happen at your district as well, right? The district, okay. And will the testing be one time?
So they have to have post-tests. So every so many hours of seat time, they have to take a post-test. They call it a post-test.
Okay.
But it's like a benchmark assessment
Okay.
to determine where they are in terms of growth.
Okay.
And it provides feedback for the teacher to guide them in their instruction.
And then for the pre-test, will everybody have to test at the same time, or could they?
We can schedule
come-
that.
Or could they come?
As they're
different-
able.
Yeah.
So we can schedule, what we typically do is we do have preset times.
Okay.
And so they can select a time.
Nice, okay.
And a date that they can come test.
That will, okay. Okay.
Now, in the event that we do have to house the classes at DeKalb County,
Yes.
would they be comfortable with traveling to the district office? Because it would probably be the district office or Clarkston,
Okay.
because that's a high school and they have space. High schools typically have more space.
Yes.
So those are the two locations that I'm thinking about.
Okay.
If
This
we find this
seems-
is not gonna be conducive.
Okay. I mean, yeah, they could definitely.
And I'm
The
offering the
distance-
district office.
Yeah.
We're full. I do know that. So it may not be there, but go ahead. I'm listening.
So for us, what we want to do, in addition to the English being the key thing to learn, is we want to utilize our community to things that is needed for the community. So
Okay.
it's almost like we want to also develop relationship with the community to to show them that these are the things. Plus, we're gonna have support with us for the kids to come and also help them learn. So it's just that part we want to maintain as much as we can.
Okay, so you.
But if it becomes an impossible situation, we still want the.
And I just want to
Yeah.
kind of explore all
Yes. Yes.
scenarios
Yes.
in case we get to that bridge
Yes.
and we haven't talked about it and
Yeah.
we're scrambling.
Yes.
So I'll just look at
Yes.
all available options logistically, and that way we'll know, hey, if we can't, maybe we can only host one class at a time because the
Yeah.
dividers just don't reduce the sound enough to make it conducive for your students.
hear you.
And we might have to have another class in another location at
Gotcha.
the same time.
Sure.
So just so we can explore
Sure.
that option. But I like the idea that you all are going to offer childcare for
Yeah.
the participants.
Like, support system.
And they can, the students will be, the children will be doing homework and
Yes.
activities, and school is back in, so that's
Yes.
important. And so I'm also going to build a column on the sheet for you to tell me where the children go to school, because I see that
Okay.
there are about 6 or 7, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candidates who have children. And so we like to kind of keep track
Okay.
of that, and just kind of, we also,
Find out children.
right, and support, provide support for the kids in
Okay.
the DeKalb County schools. So I'll create a column for that also.
Okay.
Okay. So right now, I think the most important piece is just making sure we have all of our documentation together. I'll go back and connect with Ms. Dunlap, who was
Okay.
here
Yes,
with us
fine.
before, and schedule a time, flesh through scheduling a time for orientation and
Okay.
registration.
Okay.
orientation and registration may have to be at the district
Which is
office.
fine, which
Okay.
is fine.
And then we'll talk about the pre-test because my testing administrator is on vacation right now, excuse me.
Okay.
And so I need to sit down with her and talk about that. And then
Okay.
I have an instructional lead who schedules classes, so we need to talk about scheduling the classes.
Yes.
So that's really our next steps.
Okay.
So we're almost there.
We're almost there.
We're almost there.
I'm so excited.
I am excited. This is good stuff. So I will have some good information to report back
Yes.
to the superintendent
Okay.
at my next meeting with him.
Okay.
Do you have any additional questions for me?
Yeah, one question.
Yes.
It has to be only in DeKalb County
Yes.
residents. Really.
This tip is earmarked for DeKalb County residents. So we like to support those residents who are only in DeKalb County if at all possible. Yes. So that's kind of the model for our program because each county, programs receive federal funds
Yeah.
and they support the individuals in those counties. And so we base,
That's a good question.
I appreciate that.
Just to know. Yeah.
Yes.
We base our funding off of the census and the number of residents that we have in DeKalb. So
Yeah.
we typically like to start here first.
Okay.
And if we have room,
Yeah.
and it's a possibility, we may look into expanding it to individuals outside of the district.
Okay.
But we have metrics that we have to keep for DeKalb County. So we'd like to, relegate it strictly for residents or individuals who live in DeKalb.
Okay.
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 Thank
okay.
you.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely.
Yeah. So with teachers, you're gonna reach out to them
I
this
am.
coming week, and then before orientation, the teachers will be set. Is that what it is?
So that's a process because they have to go through their own orientation and there's some specific training that they have to take for
Okay.
the IELCE program through the
Gotcha.
state. And
Okay.
so the federal government just released funds, so
Okay.
everything is kind of coming online, which is interesting for the school district, for technical
Yes.
colleges, for public universities, and for community programs that rely on federal grants. So we're all now just like, okay, now we can move.
Yes.
So it's kind of been a holding pattern. So they haven't sent us the list of training
Okay.
opportunities, but there's some other resources that I can provide them with so they can kind of get up to speed on
Okay.
what we need. And just kind of getting started in the first week or so
Okay.
is very foundational. It's
Gotcha.
really just,
Yes.
getting to know the students,
Yeah.
kind of talking through what their needs are, the pre-test. So there's some things that can take place before they really get into the meat of the program for English language and for civics education.
Okay.
So we'll be fine.
Okay. Good deal.
Yeah, and I have, like I said, I have some resources and some supports that I can use to,
Okay.
make sure that they kind of have what they need to get started, the resources and the support to get started, and then they'll be required to go to whatever training the state is offering
Okay.
for IELCE and English language classes or English language instructors.
Got you. And then with the orientation, I lost my train of thought. I thought of like orientation when it happened. Oh yeah, would it be on weekdays or weekends or does it
It's typically
happen?
on the weekday.
Okay, I just wanna,
We typically schedule it on the weekday and it's usually in the morning. But
Okay.
it sounds like a lot of the community members will be working
Yes.
during the day. So that's why I need for you to let
to
me
make
know
sure, okay.
what preference they have and if we need to have an evening orientation because
Okay.
the bulk of the individuals need that evening support,
Yes.
then we'll host an evening orientation.
And how long are the orientations?
So the orientation is typically like an hour and a half.
Oh, okay.
And it's designed to gather documents, notarize documents,
Okay.
go over the adult education program. They get a handbook and some other documents. And then we talk about next steps for pretest for the CASAS assessment.
Okay, got you.
And so the biggest need in that space is making sure that we can support as many individuals at one time.
Yes.
For the ones that can't make it, then we end up in a one-off, and we don't want to have too many one-off situations because that just slows the process down.
That's true.
So, and if we have to do a split session, because it
Okay.
really is a true split
Yes.
of individuals that can participate,
Yes.
then we can host a daytime and an
Okay.
evening
Okay.
orientation.
Okay. Okay, so we do have some things to do.
Yes.
Thank you.
And so
Okay.
you're set with what you have.
Yes.
You have the documentations, you have what you need. And so don't worry about notarizing this.
Okay.
Because we have to verify the documents. We, meaning our team at DeKalb County.
Yes.
We have to verify the documents first before they can be notarized.
So do I need to even have them fill this out?
You
or
can.
are you
No,
gonna-
no, no.
okay,
You can
okay.
have them, and this will actually
Yeah.
speed up the
Okay,
orientation and
okay.
registration process. So with
Because what I've
this,
done is you can, I have them like, have them,
perfect.
okay, and their phone number, and then.
And this is
have
what
them.
we would do. So
Okay.
we would have them fill it out, make a copy of it,
Okay.
have it notarized, and then we put it in their file. But there's some other documents that they have to fill out.
Yes.
So this is a
This
part
would
of
be a
it.
part of, okay.
So that's gonna be very helpful for you
Okay.
to vet that information on the front end.
All right.
And then that way you have that, and when you arrive, we can just pull it, and they can insert it in their folder, complete the other documents that we need.
Okay.
And then we can move forward with notarizing everything.
For the orientation, I think it would help for us to be there as well.
Oh, absolutely.
So I know for sure
It has
I'm
to be in
gonna
the
be
evening.
out of country
Okay.
from August 31st to like the 3rd.
Oh, we wouldn't have it before then anyway.
Okay,
Yes.
So you can change the days. That's
Oh,
what she
oh,
said,
yeah.
you know, the program is that
We
week.
can like shift out because start date was like 1st or 2nd and the 3rd. So
Yeah.
I'll be out.
So, okay, I see what you're saying. So, I see, we would try to,
But
25th.
we can always, I'm always replaceable. I can have people volunteer and, you know.
oh, absolutely,
Yeah,
yes.
so-
It's better
It's not-
if you have the more
Yeah.
information or.
Yeah,
So you said you'll be out the 31st.
yeah, so that's,
That we may, no, I'm sorry, so we'll hope to start classes by then, but we can have orientation before that time, I'm
Okay.
sure.
25th.
okay.
So let's look at the week of the 25th. I like that because that's another week after we meet again on the 13th.
Yes,
Okay.
okay, sounds good.
Now I do know, let me pause, because we do have our own orientation at the district
Okay,
during that time. And I feel like it is that week, but I wanna, okay, the 25th, we'll figure out a time. I know the 25th, I already have something on the agenda for me. Leadership is the 26th. So let me circle back with you about our orientation
might be,
date.
okay.
I feel like it is that week,
okay.
and we'll just find a good time, and I'll loop you in that email, so we'll know, and you can let the residents,
Awesome.
the community members know.
Sure.
I'll put down the week of the 25th as a question, but you'll be out the 31st through the 3rd. Okay.
Exactly the date what she
I know.
did.
That's why I was like,
Okay. Okay.
awesome.
All right. Did you all have any other questions?
I think we're good. I am good. Yeah.
The one thing is the class is only for the one they start working to the DeKalb County district, the one they hire them, or for anybody else.
Anybody.
And they're typically 3 hours long.
Yeah.
So each class is 3 hours. The civics class is 3 hours. The ESL class is 3 hours.
Yeah. And it's open to everybody that lives in DeKalb.
Okay.
We just started with the DeKalb schools, the ones that got employed, because we were discussing it with them, but we're gonna open it to everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
And then
let me see the dividers. Yes.
we can go to the event center and I'll show you the
Okay.
folder, what I have in mind.
Okay.
The device is locked up, so I will need,
Oh, take a
I will
picture.
need to take a picture
Okay.
and
you-
send it to you.
And I think you have my contact number. You do, because I think we exchanged information the last time.
Right?